Peace, family. Welcome to today's A Deck a Day. And I hope you're enjoying this new moon energy. We had our new moon yesterday, which inspired yesterday's deck, the Moonology deck. And since I'm still going with the theme of nature nurtures and aligning with forces of nature, I'm going to be using my essential oils deck. As you guys know, I work with essential oils and do my potent potions with Back to Natural. So I love this deck sometimes because when I'm connecting intuitively to make a specific blend, I refer to this deck to see what would be the best oil to combine with, or to find out what is actually not a good combination. And it's been a really, really amazing intuitive tool for me. So I'm hoping that the message that you receive is as direct as letting you know what would be a good oil for you to work with for the specific message, as well as you getting the very direct message. And the Orgonite that I'm featuring today is part of my Sacred 7 Chakra collection, and I actually do these pendants, which reminds me of an oil drop, much like you see here on the back of these cards here. So I would definitely wanted to start off by featuring these. So this is the root chakra pendant. So you see if that one resonates with you. We've got the sacral chakra pendant. And then we've got solar plexus. So whichever is resonating, whether it's by chakra, whether it's by color, red, orange, and yellow, whatever stands out. We've got red jasper, carnelian, citrine. So if that is what stands out to you, then choose accordingly. So root chakra, which is red with red jasper. We've got sacral chakra, which is orange with carnelian. And then we've got solar plexus, which is yellow and with citrine. So if you chose red root chakra, red jasper, your oil to work with and message is Siberian fir, relieves and revitalizes. So you may need a little recovery, you might need some rejuvenation, you might need energy. So this is definitely a good oil for you to use to feel a sense of relaxation in order for you to kind of feel more motivated and empowered to keep moving. It's important for us to take moments of recovery, to take a break so that we can recharge and refuel to then be our best selves and go forward to the next task or the next day or whatever it is. So if you can get your hands on some Siberian fir or pine, would work as well. Pine oil would work as well. And again, I do blend custom oils. So if it is resonating for you and you'd like a little bit more information or to get a custom blend done with some pine or some fir, then you should definitely hit me up and I will be happy to help you either get it or get it to you. But you definitely need to feel a sense of relief in order for you to then feel revitalized. Makes sense as well for root chakra, because that is about grounding energy. If you chose sacral chakra, then your oil and message, wintergreen, showcases the power of letting go. Wintergreen is a very powerful scent, so it's awesome that it says the power of letting go. So it's not just letting go, but just how powerful it is to let go. And it's not just in regards to let go and let God. A lot of you that may have chose this are kind of holding on to something or trying to force your will upon something, trying to manifest something to the potential of a detriment to you, where you do have to kind of have this sense of, like I always say, you might hear me 1,000 times say, faith over fear, faith over fear, faith over fear, because how important it is to release and to let go and to trust the process and really let things kind of flow and be in alignment with source and with nature. So it could also be something very specific in regards to releasing a grudge that you may have. This came up in a reading a few days ago as well, in regards to, kind of forgiveness and just kind of letting things go, not holding grudges, not being petty. So it would be really interesting to know if somebody that watched that reading chose that pile and is now getting this pile. So I'm definitely getting the sense, especially if that happens to be the case, that you really need to let it go. Like, you really need to put it down. Just focus on yourself. Again, oftentimes we're upset with somebody that's not even thinking about us, that is like so apathetic to a situation, but yet we're holding on to something that is causing more detriment to ourselves while they've moved on with their lives. So you are doing yourself a disservice, and you would just do yourself much, much better to do the same and move on with your life. Hope that helps. And again, get yourself some wintergreen. Wintergreen you do have to be more mindful of using. It's definitely not an oil that you should be ingesting in any way. And it is, again, because of how powerful it is, you have to use it sparingly. Make sure that you dilute it, not using it, direct on skin. But again, any information that you guys may want on oils, feel free to hit me up. And then if you chose solar plexus, then your oil and message: celery seed detoxifies and releases. So this is very powerful energy across the board. Again, aligning with the new moon, which is still quite potent. Is always potent 3 days before, 3 days after, a new moon or a full moon. So we're still aligned with, very strong new moon energy. It is about releasing. Full moon energy is about releasing, in the sense of, clearing out what no longer serves you. But you have to clear out what no longer serves you so that you can call in. So even though the new moon is about what you want and what you want to call in, you can't call something in if there's something taking up its space. You really need to create the space for it. Make sure that you release that in order for you to be able to have what it is that you want to come through. So I hope that helps. Clear it out, cleanse yourself. If you don't have the actual celery seed oil or can't get your hands on some celery seed oil, then I would definitely suggest getting you some celery and eating it, and even doing that celery detox, that a lot of people have done, and there's been some good reviews on, and definitely a detoxifier. So think about that and clear it out, release it, so that you can bring in exactly what it is that is meant for you. Until tomorrow, get back to natural. Peace.